Hi, this is Christian with my sermon notes, and today I'm going to be talking about managing prayer requests. So, before we get started, we need to talk about the two options for using prayer requests in the app. Now, the first option is that prayer requests will automatically go out to church members when they're submitted. So, this means that somebody can go in the app, submit a new prayer request, and instantly a push notification will be sent to other church members, and that prayer request will be visible in the app. Now, the second option is that prayer requests require approval by the church staff before being sent out to everybody. And how we control whether this is enabled for the church or not is by clicking Admin and Church Profile in the My Sermon Notes admin portal. And we will see right here that the Approve Prayer Request checkbox is checked. So on this particular church, when somebody submits a prayer request, it will require our approval before it goes out to everyone. But if we uncheck this and click Save, then it would simply mean that when somebody submits a prayer request, it immediately goes out to everyone in the church. Now, I'm going to leave this checked because I personally want to approve prayer requests for my church. So then I'm going to hop over to the Prayers tab. Now, when someone submits a prayer request, all church staff will get a push notification on their phone saying so-and-so submitted a new prayer request for approval, and it will show you a little bit of the details on that. Now, in order to approve that prayer request, you must go to the online admin portal, to the screen on either a computer or tablet, and then you can approve it from here. And if you just want to approve a prayer request as is, all you have to do is check the box next to it and click Approve. And when you do that, a push notification will be sent to church members with the new prayer request, and the author of the prayer request will also get a push notification telling them that their prayer request was approved. Now, let's say that someone submits a prayer request, but maybe there's something you want to modify. They're giving some personal information or some things that you feel don't need to be in there. All you have to do is click the pencil icon here, and this allows you to edit the prayer request. So I can just make my edits as I want, and I can click Save and Approve. And when I click Save and Approve, that prayer request instantly gets pushed out to the church, like when you approve any other prayer request, except it's now showing the edited version. And there is a little disclosure that says edited by church staff, just to let everyone know that that was not the original prayer request that was submitted. So if you want to delete a prayer request, you feel it's irrelevant or it just doesn't need to be on the app anymore, you can simply click the trash can icon and click Yes to the confirmation, and that prayer request is deleted. So another thing you can do to help with moderation is you can mute a user. So if you have a user that just keeps submitting vulgar prayer requests or just is not following the rules, you can basically click this mute button here, mute person, and then click yes, and that's going to stop them from submitting any further prayer requests or comments. And that can be a very helpful tool if you have someone who's maybe a guest or just someone who's doing stuff that they really don't need to be doing. That's a good way to make sure they cannot submit any more prayer requests. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about is the post until date. So on a prayer request, you're going to see two dates right here. You're going to see the requested date and the post until date. So requested is obviously when the prayer request was sent, and the post until date is by default going to be 30 days from when that request was sent. And this means that the prayer request is essentially going to show in the app for 30 days, and then it's just going to disappear. Now, what if you have like a group of missionaries serving overseas for 3 months and you want a prayer request to be in the app for 3 months so that your church members can be praying for them while they're in the other country? Well, All you have to do for that is click this calendar icon and change the date for post until. So I can set this a couple months out and click OK. And then our date has been changed, and this prayer request is going to show in the app until January 1st, 2020. And as you can see here, we also have our section for seen by church staff only. So this is pretty self-explanatory. If somebody submits a prayer request that is just for you to see, just for the church staff, you're going to see it in this section, but nobody is going to see it in the app, just you, the church staff. So that's it for this tutorial. For more tutorials and videos, visit help.mysermonnotes.com. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out by emailing support@mysermonnotes.com. Thanks for watching.